Hello, my name is Paulina Davison, and this is,
Peter Seldenbrand.
we are the Lyric Visualization Group. The origin of this project came from the idea of looking at the songs that we listen to in a different way. So we thought, when we listen to music, there's a lot of things that we're thinking about, and we're not necessarily getting a perspective on the lyrics as a whole. Like maybe we're thinking about specific lines, but not the song as a whole or how it might compare to the other things that we listen to. So the data set that we are using is pulled from Genius. We have lyrics from two different songs being displayed at a time. Our application will work for any pair of songs, but at the top we have some examples. Our application fits the requirements of the visualization track.
There are three ways to compare lyrics in our app: word similarity, line similarity, and positivity. So on word similarity, we've plotted all the words that are in each of the songs. The way we do that is feed each word through the BERT model to get a word encoding, and then use t-SNE to get it down to just 2 dimensions. So what you'll see here is that words that are really close together are very similar. And you can see that there's a good amount of overlap in these songs. So for instance, there's sleep, sleeping, slept. These are all kind of close together, and you can interact with the plot, and that'll highlight words in the text. And then it also goes the other way around, where you can click words and find them in the plot. Line similarity, we do a pretty similar thing with the points, but instead of feeding the words through the BERT model, we feed the whole line through. So you can click them over here and kind of see where each line ends up. And then you can also see which points are close together like before. So here's one: catch crazy glares when I'm with female company is close to a lyric in the other song: every time I'm with her, dudes always want to stare. So you can see that these two songs, they're not actually covers of each other, but they're very similar, and there's a lot of overlap in the lyrics. So there's a lot of overlap in this song, but if we were to use this Vanilla Ice and Queen example, there is not a lot of overlap in these songs. Under Pressure and Ice Ice Baby are quite dissimilar.
In addition to word similarity and line similarity, we also have positivity, and we measure the positivity of a line and also of each word within a line. So there's a heat map next to each song here that shows the classification of an individual line. And then in the middle, we have this bar plot of the percentages of the word and line cross classification. So just the two of us, these two, one samples the other, both have a lot of positivity. Like the majority of the words are positive words, and most of the lines are labeled as positive lines. But what's interesting about this is that there are some lines that are labeled negativity based on a couple of the words that are in them. So like in this example, I knew I'd meet death before I'd let you meet harm. Death and harm are both negatively classified, and that line could be considered positive as like a protective instinct of the narrator, but is classified as negative because of the language that's used in it. So we also offer the Spotify previews of the songs so that they can be listened to in time with like looking at the lyrics and exploring the visualizations. We also allow the user to type in an artist and a song so they can choose which songs they want to compare. And this is the result of searching for one of Will Smith's other songs, Wild West. And we can go back over to the positivity and see that there's still quite a few positive words and in positive lines for this pairing of songs.